What's up, fight fans? I'm J.Cotto. Welcome to J.Cotto's Fight Page. And I'd like to give a shout out to a member of the hashtag Come Back to Boxing movement. And I'm more than sure that every upload in the YTBC has heard this man's or have seen this man's comments. And I have to give it to him. It's straight brilliant. The man knows his boxing. And, he's up there along with the other members of the movement as to St. Cruz and, you know, Johnny Longoria. Well, Deep Madness, thank you very much, my brother, for your boxing opinions and insights. And man, basically, brother, I gotta, give it to you, man. You're on the level, man. You're on that level. And just basically, you had requested something, and I did a little piece here, trying to add everything that you've asked of me to speak upon as to what's going on in boxing beyond the politics. Okay, and just basically, man, it's labeled the American dream, my brother. Fight fans, house, cars, money, great wealthy living. You can't knock that. Isn't that what life is all about? Doing what you have to do in order to get any and all the things you want. Hard work, reward, right? Well, the sport of boxing is and cannot be monopolized. I've said this time and time again. Bob Arum and Al Heyman have settled their beef. And what does this mean? Maybe the possibility of us getting to see the fighters we want, the fights we want, with other fighters that we like to follow. From the politics, it's crazy. From these political moves and the display of greed hidden behind a money machine programmed by a system that sucks the life out of the sport by poisoning the minds of the fans and the achievements of the greats. That's exactly what we're going up against, guys. Knowledge does exist, for it is the name of what we have learned and mastered into our thought process. Most cannot display this. Most cannot use the understanding they have within themselves because they do not know how to tap into this ability. Knowledge is a superior power. Learn something, you now have the knowledge about something. Sanctioning bodies have been guilty of letting fighters do what they have to do by way of high fees on their sanctioning belts. Miguel Cotto and Floyd Mayweather, as well as those who are champions, pay a sanctioning fee to hold these titles, man. No, this is not why Alvarez vacated his title, but Miguel Cotto did. Oh, you can believe that. It's out there. The given favors and high price have given certain sanctioning bodies a really, really bad fucking reputation. Not only can't the fighters that risk their lives in the ring feel safe and rely on the referees and judges to have the responsibilities as to making sure their lives are being protected from death or injuries, they can't even be at ease financially either. Have they designed or redesigned the business model of the sport today compared to yesteryear so that financial superiority would become the main factor for fighters in order to distance themselves or to distract them or even buy them out? Yeah, buy them out of earning legacies because of these sanctioning bodies' financial agendas. Perhaps. As I observed, a lot of fighters become double standard, demanding, rude, and ignorant. It is evident they know that if they follow this promoter's gold or that promoter's goal, they too will become financially superior. You think that fighters that make money, big money, are seeing all of their money? Shit, you better think again. I'm not talking bills, not talking them spending, and I'm not talking about anything like that. I'm not talking about them spending their monies wrong. I'm talking that shit about numbers don't lie. Well, fight fans, if a network makes a deal with a fighter, promoter, manager, the network makes, let's just say 205 mil. This is just example. The promoter gets a high percentage, possibly 75 mil. Then the manager and the promoter are supposed to get supposedly at least 10% of a fighter's set purse. The managers then get possibly 20 mil. Then the fighters get basically the lower percentage. Even if self-promoted fighters have companies and make promotions, they too have a boss. They too pay the piper. Sometimes they lie. Yeah, they lie to us. Even on pay-per-view numbers. They lie to us on how much they generate. I just have to say that, today's era is compared to pay-per-view numbers and numbers all around. One cannot argue that yesterday's greats aren't or cannot add up to today's fighters. After just vouching that it's about pay-per-view numbers and more money, less work, when the greats have fought hard to pave the way, that would be double standard as well as ignorant. Fact, not opinion. The sanctioning bodies have begun a new trend. Fight and take the hard fight, win or lose. You get a big payday, using them like a slave. Reef the Watcher was right. We are slaves. Hashtag come back to boxing followers and members. Deep Madness. They all have it on the right track. Especially him when he expresses the fact that we cannot blame just one. We have to blame all. Rankings are used when convenient, when they are supposed to be used to test the level and keep the division in order. Has money bought the rules, and has it also destroyed the rankings list in all sanctioning bodies? Yes. And yes. It's now we see the rankings actually being used correctly. Perhaps it was us who made them listen. But nonetheless, it is making its way back. Most titles of yesteryear have had add-ons, even new trinkets, in which really confused the sport's whole demographic. Most of these straps were made just to accommodate certain fighters. Let's not fucking kid ourselves. Unifications were obsolete. These few years, they were. But because of certain fighters and competitiveness, it's making its way back. And yes, fight fans. Yes, other biased ones who love this quote, boxing is a business. Well, yes, boxing is a business. But it's the hurt business, not the stock market or entertainment business. One need not involve themselves with the fruits of a fighter. Without any fights and without enforcing rules, boxing will no longer be a business. This is not a machine that is supposed to squeeze our pockets, drive for the power moves these suits think will entice us to sell out and water down boxing with false accolades and feats that none actually fight hard for. I can go on, and haters who like easy action on their fighters can go on as well. But the truth here is, you're only helping these non boxing businessmen to take away from the sport, man. Casuals who are fanboys and who only talk politics should take Canelo Alvarez as a lesson. Prize fighting is what you do, but making a legacy that's legendary is something you're supposed to do. For when you become great, the sport becomes great. My name is J.Cotto. Thank you for joining my fight page. God bless fight fans. Stay vigilant. Peace.